welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. I am Emily and today we are doing a cloth diaper update. So I recently got a comment on one of my videos asking for an update about cloth diapers. So I am currently in the process of stuffing the diapers. They just came out of the dryer and I felt like now would be a perfect time to kind of give you guys an update about how we've been doing with them and if we're still using them. So yes, we are still using our cloth diapers. We don't do it 100% of the time, but we do it most of the time now. I think in this video I'm going to take you guys through from like when she was a newborn until now. Currently she's 18 months old, so we've been doing it for roughly 18 months to some extent, but in those early days we weren't doing it as much just because she was so tiny. So right now I'm gonna show you guys kind of like my staple, what I've been doing. Honestly, my stash is so huge, and at the time that I purchased it and made my video about my stash, I didn't realize how big of a stash I had until I actually started using them like on a baby. So I use both. I had the pre-folds that come like this, and then I had the pockets, and so I definitely still use both interchangeably, just kind of depending on what's available, but also what feels easiest at the moment. So kind of to walk you guys through again, these are cloth diapers at their biggest. So like this is as big as they can get, and then this is as small as they can get. Same brand of diapers, just a different color, but just to kind of show you that diversity within them and that flexibility with them. So I saved this one because this is currently how we use it with my daughter. So smallest currently, and then this is as big as it can get. All right, so right now how I typically use her cloth diapers is I like to put the rise on first. So let me do that. And so after I get the rise, then I stuff them. And so right now I use the pre-folds to stuff, and then sometimes I use the microfiber fleece that came with the Alva Baby pocket ones. Now I really do love the absorbency on the Green Mountain diaper pre-folds, hands down over these. And so for the most part during the day I use this because I change her more frequently, and then when we cloth diaper at night I use the pre-folds stuffed into the pockets. Now I would use the largest pre-fold that I have and use the snappy on her at night, but the largest one right now doesn't fit her and I haven't prepped the other ones yet. I'm still undecided on if I want to prep them or if I want to donate them or give them away to someone else. So like I said, I like to stuff these either with two of the microfiber fleece or just one of the pre-folds, either size, it doesn't matter to me. I also have a lot of the Stay Dry fleece liners that I use. Now looking back at my stash video, I definitely ordered way too many of these, and I could have gotten away with ordering a lot less because I don't normally use them unless I'm just using the pre-folds by themselves, because the pocket diapers have their own fleece liner on there. So kind of taking you guys back to when she was a newborn. She was so small, y'all. She was born at 5 pounds 15 ounces, and she was really short too. I think she was like 17 inches long. And so even the smallest diaper did not fit my baby. It's so sad, but the smallest one didn't even fit my baby. And then let's see, these didn't fit her, and then I tried to do the these, oh my god, swallowed her. She was so little. And so we did a lot of disposables in the beginning, and I don't know kind of like what percentage we did it, but from like newborn to maybe like 3 to 4 months, we did a lot and I mean a lot of disposables. One, my husband was much more comfortable using disposables than he was using the cloth diapers. And then, like I said, she was just so tiny to where we had gotten donated a lot of you know, disposable diapers, so we wanted to go ahead and use those up first anyway. And so that worked out nicely. Sometimes I would put her in some of the cloth diapers just to kind of see where she is and like if it fit her pretty good, but for a long time it did not fit her very well, and so we just held on to using some of the disposables. And then it got to a point where I was struggling with which detergent to clean them in, because with the newborn clothes we were just using straight up Draft, and so that's what I was going to wash her things in. But Draft has this fragrance. It smells good, but I didn't really want that on her skin just because it was so fragrant. And so I kind of switched to, I think, all free and clear, and that's what we were using for a little bit as well, to wash them in. Now if you guys want to see, I guess, like a wash routine, you can let me know. I don't know, I haven't watched many people's wash routines recently, but just a rundown, I do a hot water soak or rinse in the tub, and then I move them to the washing machine. All the washes are on hot, and I wash about 3 times before I put it into the dryer. Now that kind of, let's get into some pros and cons about cloth diapers. So one pro obviously is that you are going to be saving money, and of course you get these cute little prints to put on your baby. I mean, I have some super cute little prints. I think they are gorgeous. But yeah, so one thing is that, like, you get to save money with them. That's a pro, but you also have to take in account that you're going to be washing them, so that takes energy and also water. So if you're paying for water where you are, things like that is to, you know, you should take into account as well. Luckily where we are right now, I don't pay for water, so I'm like, wash these bad boys as many times as I like. And yeah, another pro to cloth diapers, obviously the cost, but if you have more than one child, or you plan to expand your family beyond one child, then obviously you can reuse those diapers for multiple children, so I think that's good as well. Another pro is that if you take good care of them, especially thinking about like the elasticity on them, if you take good care of them and wash them well, then once you and your family are done using them, you can resell them. And I mean, nobody with disposable diapers can resell their diapers, clearly, so that's definitely a pro as well. Now there are some cons to it. One con is that a lot of people aren't familiar with cloth diapers, and so that means they might not be willing to change your baby's diaper. Say for instance you have a babysitter or a nanny or a partner who just doesn't want to go that route, then you definitely have to consider that and see, like, hey, are we going to have an extra expense by having disposables? That's something to consider. Now, I don't think there's anything wrong with having disposables on hand, and I absolutely honestly recommend to have some. We're gonna pick up some in the next couple days even, but it's just always nice to have on hand, because you never know how small or big your baby is going to be when they're first born. So you don't even know if the cloth diapers that you have, especially if you have one size, is going to fit them. The next thing I think is like travel. So I have not bit that bullet to where I'm traveling and doing cloth diapers. Whenever we're traveling, I'm buying disposables, honey, because I'm not trying to travel with a sack full of crap diapers, so just not doing it. Maybe one day I'll test it out and just kind of see how that is, but I'm not trying to add more on my plate than I need to at the moment. So yes, I definitely always recommend having some disposable diapers on hand, even to just leave in the car, because you might have to change them last minute when you're out grocery shopping and things like that. Another con I didn't even think about is like crap diapers. You have some that obviously have poop on them, and so some people are just like, no, I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to touch it. That is not for me, and that is okay. You know, cloth diapering isn't for everyone, and I think, you know, you just kind of need to know if it's for you or not. So you're gonna have to deal with poop. But at some point, I'm telling you, y'all, at some point in time, regardless if you're using cloth diapers or disposables, you're gonna get crap on you. End of day. As a parent, you're gonna get crap on you, especially in those newborn days. Like, the kids have so many blowouts, things like that. And then just in general, like, we're humans, we go to the bathroom, and so at some point you're gonna deal with it. And kids are nasty. Like, sometimes they'll just like stick their little hands in there and just, you know, anyways, you're gonna get it on you at some point anyway. So if you want to save money and go the cloth diapering route just for the heck of it, then, you know, I wouldn't say, don't let that deter you, if that makes sense. Next thing I wanted to talk about, I feel like it was just on my brain, but it didn't come out. Next thing I wanted to hit on, and I talked about it briefly, is just using them overnight. So in those early days, like I said, we were mostly in disposables and I wouldn't use them overnight. But recently, in the last several months here, I've started to use them overnight. Like, I would just cloth diaper through the day, disposable at night. But I believe my daughter started to have a preference for the cloth diapers opposed to the disposables, which absolutely shocked me, because when I was doing my research, I was like, I don't want to spend all my money on cloth diapers, and she prefers disposables over them. But honestly, I feel like she just wants the cloth more than the disposable diapers. And so at night, if I do decide to prep our larger size, my ideal would be to use the pre-fold with a fleece liner, and then the snappy to go over her. And the reason that I would say to use that is because these can cover them whole. Like, most people do like the little pad fold, but these can cover them fully if you do like the jelly roll, and kind of, this is such a bad interpretation, but just kind of have it like that on them. It can cover them all around, and I think that coverage is good, especially as they get older, to be like toddlers and stuff, walking and running around. But me mentioning that I have this huge stash, and I have that versatility to use whichever diapers feel better in the moment, is really good, because initially these were my go-to, just the pre-fold and the fleece, simply because I could wrap them around her fully. But eventually, as your child begins to roll, walk, and crawl, it is going to be so hard to do the jelly rolls with them on this and using the snappy, because they're already like wiggly, doing this alligator roll and just changing diapers. Sometimes it's like a wrestling match. And so that's when the pockets come in handy for sure. So I feel like, looking back, if I were to decide to build a whole new stash, honestly, I think I would go for pocket diapers, but I would get the pre-folds, because the microfiber fleece, you have so many you can have so many like compression leaks with them, just meaning like as your baby gets heavier and is sitting, it starts to leak out because they're compressing it, and it'll kind of come out the top or things like that, or even on the sides if it's not on them well enough. So yes, looking back, I would definitely get pocket diapers with pre-folds to go inside them. But I think that's all in regards to like my update with them. I kind of talked about some of the pros and cons for them, just letting you guys know that I'm still using them. I don't use them full time. Sometimes we do use disposables, but I definitely think my daughter enjoys being in her cloth diapers, and definitely seems like she has a preference over the disposables. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and feel free to check out my other cloth diaper videos if you're interested in content like this. Till the next time, bye.